Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Yep, I'm a minute late because I forgot to turn on the lantern. Typical, isn't it? Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our Sunday evening for me, Sunday lunchtime, Sunday morning, Sunday late afternoon, Sunday, whatever time it is, crochet chat. And I love having you here. I really enjoy our little chats, and I hope you do too. So yes, I had this picture of Layla and myself. Did you notice there was no makeup? No makeup in that picture, but I can't remember what time it was. I think it was still in the morning. She was there. I was having snuggles with her, and she just, she was so willing to look up, and I took a couple of pictures, and I just thought, oh, it's a lovely picture. And yeah, no makeup. I thought they won't notice. I won't tell them. And so yes, that's why I used that picture for the live today. But of course, today she's been overly active during the day. We did try and leave her alone so she would sleep, but I think she's just gone to her bed. So hopefully she will hear me talk and come in, and then I'll pick her up and, she'll be here. But yeah, that's how it goes. Sometimes you just cats, pets, you can't train them, can you? Certainly not cats. Yes. Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you. Yes. So I've got lipstick on. Oh, forgot to put my rings on. Where are they? I've got one of those lipsticks on. Look. Very, very pink, don't you think? Very pink. Yeah, she is exhausted from the coronation, Christina. I think she is. Yeah, so this was one of the 3 lipsticks that they suggested when I had my colors done. And so, yeah, I'm wearing it. I even have one of those tops in that color. It's, how do I do it? I don't know. So I thought I would wear it like this, sort of, bring back the color, and then have my Cairo poncho over that. So, yeah, I thought that was a good look because I'm allowed bright colors. This is not so much my color, but yeah, I made it. It's got to be worn now. Yeah. So, yes, Ruth, you can see something really pretty peeking at you on my new table as well, because I'm always looking for things to how to display in my background. So I have that table very handy for the computer as well when I'm in the sofa editing or watching my, sort of edits. So that's handy. But yeah, I thought this would make a nice floating display for our latest pack. So yeah. Hi Robin, welcome. Hi Shara, welcome. Deborah, hello. Hi Fran. Hi Tracy, hello. Yeah, she's tired from the coronation. I bet she is. Oh, Lee, thank you. Yes, this poncho, isn't it lovely? I mean, it was so easy to make, and I have seen so many lovely versions of it. Unbelievable. And yes, of course, it gives you the the optical illusion of what goes where, and it's so easy to make once you know what goes where. And of course, the moderators are here as well. So we have Julie, we've got Christine, we've got Teresa, we've got Angel, hello, we've got Karen as well. Zoe is on holiday, lucky girl. And yeah, Angel is visiting her daughter, so she's lucky as well. And yeah, it was Angel's birthday during the week, so she had a lovely day. And Dirk is here as well. Of course, he's also watching. He did compliment me on my lipstick, and I managed to get some on him as well. That was rubbed off very quickly. I know. TMI. But there we go. Yes. So we have quite a lot of updates for you. So yes, about just the general stock of yarn, we are still in the same situation. We have ordered more yarn. More yarn should be coming in, but unfortunately, a lot of the colors that we ordered are just out of stock. So yeah, we ordered lots of colors and we're only getting like 5 colors. So we are just keeping on ordering and we are just keeping on trying to be patient. We have managed to pull together some packs. So we had some Jewels of the Nile. They've already sold out again. We have some Lizzie's, and there is some stock built up again, just, sort of single balls. So yeah, we're trying, but that's the situation. And we're just going to have to wait and see what happens next week. So even, they don't always know what's coming in or when it's coming in. So we're just going to be waiting until, we just order every week and we'll wait for it to come in. And that's what they asked us to do. So that's what we will do. No, it wasn't his color. Oh, yes, I am, Julie. I am. Yes, of course I am. I could show you, but I'm not going to go so far because otherwise Dilek has to tick a box. He said, when I was getting dressed, Dilek said, "Do you need me to tick the box?" And I'm like, "No." But yeah, sort of for explicit content or whatever it is, parental advisory. We're not going to go down that road. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, I am, Julie. Any occasion I'll be wearing it. Any occasion. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so then, during the week, I said, well, maybe we ought to just try and compile a new pack. So Dirk went to the storage and he had a go at putting a new pack together. And he came home and he was so proud. He put it in front of me and he said, "There, your new pack." And I'm like, hang on a minute. That's well chosen. Yes, look, this is the pack that he chose. So there are pastels in there, but there are also some muted colors and it all goes together. He did really well. So there you go. He is getting very good at it. Yes, Julie. See, this is what I've been saying as well. The more you work with them, the more you're doing things with the colors, even at a level where you're not crocheting with it. But like Dirk, he's packing it, he's seeing it all the time. He's, look at that. So yes, this pack is on our site. It's Wendy Supreme. It's DK yarn, it's acrylic yarn, and there's 15 balls. And yes, we have a supply of them, not much, but we do have some. And we thought, these are colors that we all have in stock, and we thought we would just bring this out for those who are desperate for a new color pack, because obviously we haven't been able to bring out many new color packs lately because of the shortage, because of the supply issues. And then of course we went towards the cal, so we didn't want to sort of overload you with a number of packs. But yes, Deborah, it is Wendy. It is a lovely color pack. I think the colors work really well together. And yeah, Dirk chose them. And yeah, indeed. That's the thing, Dirk. When you, that's how I, when I start playing with the colors, you're just holding the balls and sometimes they fall and and you're doing things, and then you see other color combinations that you wouldn't put together. And that's the thing. That's what you need to do. Just you get an eye for it and it does grow. So even if people that tell me now on the Facebook group or sometimes in a message or whatever, "Oh, I'm not very good with colors. I like your packs." Well, that's great, of course, but you can get so much better with colors. The more you play with them, the more you try things out. And if it doesn't go together, it doesn't really matter because it's just some yarn. You can take it off, you can redo it, you can undo it and put another color on. But yeah, for putting the color packs together like this, if you see them together like this, it's always good to take a picture, because now, earlier obviously I'd seen them there and I'd seen them in the bag, and now I've put them up there, but now I'm actually looking at them via my frame here, via my viewfinder, and it's lovely. This is when you need to look at things in a different way. Like, for example, the blanket here as well. When I start making that, I do a little shawl, a little sort of short in the colors, and I put it away, and then I bring it out again, or I'll make sure I put it somewhere where I see it by accident, so you're not expecting to see it, and then you think, oh, that is nice. So it's all the it's the playing around with the colors, it's keeping them together, it's seeing them together, it's putting them together, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. Thank you, Robin. Yes, it is nice to work with the Wendy. I mean, the Starcraft is nice, the Wendy is nice. So, it's really, they're both good. I like the Wendy yarn. Some of the colors seem to have a bit more of a depth to them. But yeah, to me, it doesn't make a difference. I like using both brands. Yeah, the only thing is that, of course, Starcraft have why am I pointing that way? There's no Starcraft in the picture. Starcraft have more colors, and Wendy have a smaller selection, but in the long term, we might have just mailed a list of new colors that we would like. But we will see. We will see what happens. Okay, we do try. We do try on all levels to make sure that we have more colors for the Wendy. That range is enlarged because their supply has been more secure at the moment, but also they're a little bit cheaper. So if we can get that for you, then But we will see. But we will see. Yes, Didrik just said all the yarn we sell, we work with, and that's exactly right. We have a limited selection of what we sell. We have Starcraft, we have DK, we have the Wendy DK, then we have some special ones, but only those that I work with. I have projects with them, I've worked with them in the past, and I've now been able to buy them in, like the Cotton Soft. I've always loved that. And of course, when we became clients from King Cole, we were able to sell that yarn. And of course, I chose the Cotton Soft because that's what we like from them. And should I tell you or should I not tell you? We are expanding our range. So slowly we expand our range. Okay. Yes, we are expanding our range, not only with a product from King Cole, but also with this. I've talked about this before, I think, or maybe not in much detail. This is a cotton acrylic blend. So while this is 100% cotton, for the summer, this is great to make a poncho in it. But this yarn here, 50-50, what they call milk cotton, is really good for wearables for the summer as well. So I am designing a few items in this. We have already got this on the website, and you will see things appearing as the summer starts. You will see things appearing because I've made a few things, but we still have to film it because it's been raining a lot here. So these this is something that I knew existed, obviously, that I wanted to add to my range, and now James C. Brett. Actually, it's Wendy. So, but it is James C. Brett. Now have a range, and so I have created a few items which I will bring out in a few weeks because, of course, I'm now working on the videos and the tutorials. So that is what's happening. But we already have them on the site, and then from King Cole, there is a new product as well that we are going to be starting to sell. Dirk has just started programming it, but we are going to launch it at the London Meetup. So the people coming to our London Meetup will be making a project with the new yarn that we will be starting to sell from sort of that, that week or the week after onwards, and they will be able to tell you what it's like and how they liked or not liked using it. I am designing a project with it. It's being tested. Well, it will be tested tomorrow or it will be getting tested from tomorrow when I have checked the pattern and sent it on to the moderators to try it out. And so that tutorial will be coming out 1 month after the meetup. So it will give the ladies coming to the meetup the exclusivity of that tutorial and of that product to try it out for a month. And then yes, Penny, isn't it lovely? Then the video will come out for everybody. Of course, I'm not going to keep anything from you. I just want to give them that, that space of a month as their exclusivity, so they can watch the video before all of you can. That's exciting, isn't it? So yes, there is still a few spaces available for the London meetup, and it's going to be exciting. I'm going to be adding stuff to the goodie bags because we got more things, and I would love, yes, I mean, it's going to be wonderful. I'd love to meet all of you and everything. So if you are coming, start getting excited. Oh, I know. This is how it goes, isn't it? I mean, yes, I live in the UK. Yes, London for us even is about 4 hours traveling. Yeah, we're going to do it in London because we thought that's the capital and that's the main town. People are from London, people are from around London. So I'm hoping that if you are in the area, you might be interested in coming to the meetup. If not, we will see. You do not know what the future brings. Okay. I am wanting to organize these meetups. I am wanting to travel for these meetups. That's, but there are other considerations, right? We cannot, there's several considerations, right? There's Layla. We can't just leave her alone for weeks and weeks or whatever when so we have to think about that. There is the web shop as well. So for a weekend in London, that's fine. But of course, if we go away longer, that's a consideration. And also, I don't know whether you guys realize this, but I still work. So I only have so many days off. And I have to ask for time off. And sometimes it's not possible. So, that's a consideration as well. So I am more than happy to do all that and to arrange things, but it needs to be considered because, of course, this year we've already been, and that was my big wish, and that's what I was, that's been in the planning for a long time as well. My Egypt trip for my birthday, so that's been a big holiday time off for me this year already. So I don't have that much left this year even. So, all that needs to be taken into account. So we will see. We will see what happens. But Dilek and I have these business meetings, you see. And we are discussing things like that. We are discussing things. So, it's all in the pipework. It might be a far way off, or it might be a slow trickle, but it's there. It's there, okay? The how do you say that? The intention is there, although maybe I can't really, do anything practical yet. We will see. We will see. Right, okay. Yes, Angel is flying back home, so I hope you have a good flight, Angel, and we will catch up with you in the week, I am sure. Right. So yes, if you have the need for a new yarn pack, go and have a look. We've got some in stock of these. We've been able to put them together. They will become a permanent pack. As long as we can get the supplies, of course. So there we go. So I have a list as usual, because otherwise, did it goes, and you didn't tell me about, no, they did, he doesn't. But even so, he does say sometimes during the week, oh, you should have said this, you should have said that. Yes, darling. So what he also, there's a link to it, Ruth, up here in the chat, so go and have a look at the chat. So Dirk likes to make these cards for you to keep with the packs, or to collect, or to use as bookmarkers, or whatever. So this is the new card for the Lizzie. I really like the picture. Yeah, look at that. I still love that location though. That was so lovely. Yeah. It's still that Apollo temple is still at the end of every video. Have you noticed? Have you noticed the end of the videos? Do you watch that long? No, were you there today, Kerry? Oh my goodness. Did you do the did you wait? Because you're not allowed to walk on the bridge. Did you ask to walk on the bridge? Oh, hi, Julia. Are you new here? Welcome to the group. Welcome to the live. Or did you not walk over the bridge, but did you see the Apollo temple? So yes, so there we go. So that is that's the new card for the Lizzie tutorial, for the Lizzie pack. Then we have, of course, some. Did he say some? What? This is the card for the Jewels of the Nile. I don't know why that's here, because there were some, and I think they're out already, but there might be some back. And then also, he likes making these cards with the sort of sayings on them, like crochet is a way to leave a lasting legacy. And then this one here is crochet is a language that connects us all. And this is it. It connects us all, doesn't it? It connects. I would not be talking to all of you here if crochet hadn't brought us together. Isn't that amazing? So yes, so these are the cards. Also, just to let you know, I think they're recycled paper or something like that. So they're a little bit sort of environmentally friendly kind of thing. But yeah, and do look on the back, because there are QR codes, and they will take you to to either the website or the YouTube channel or something like that, just so it would be easy for you to get there. Okay, so these are our new cards, and he's designed another one. Oh yeah, today he posted another saying, didn't he, about perfection. So do go and have a look at that one. I think it was on Instagram. Does he post it elsewhere as well? I don't. There's so many. All of a sudden, I see all these notifications come in, and I think, oh, I have to go and have a look. My husband's posted something. Yes, thank you, Janie. Thank you. Exactly, glow heart. Yes, that is where I was. And I ran across the bridge as well, just like she did, because I asked one of the sort of people, like a warden looking after the Apollo temple. He asked us what we were doing there. I had permission. And he said, "Oh, did you walk across the bridge?" And I was like, No, because so we were there for 2 days filming. The first day we mentioned it to this guide, like, like them, whatever they're doing, or volunteers, I think they are. And he said, "Oh, no, you're not allowed on the bridge." And we're like, okay then. But because I really wanted to film that, and I was surprised that you weren't allowed on the bridge. And then the next day, and we'd already sort of filmed nearly everything. I was wearing something else because I had filmed that shawl there as well. And Dirk started talking to this guy who started sort of closing up the Apollo temple. I don't know what he was doing in there. And he said, "Yeah, do you know you could walk across the bridge?" And I'm like, "Yes, but yesterday they told us you weren't." "Oh, I'll let you do it. I'll go and tell them that I gave you permission." And I was like, "Okay." So I had to get changed there and then because I was wearing the wrong thing. Of course, because we'd done we were doing something else. So I was changing. So I ran behind the temple, changing there, and put my Pride and sort of the Lizzie clothing back on. And yeah, we packed everything up, and I think I ran across the bridge like 5-6 times because Dirk had to film it a couple of times. But yeah, it was very emotional that first time, because obviously, having seen the film so often, then having this idea of being able to make the blanket according to the film, then having the let's go and film it in Stourhead because it is within reach for us to drive there, even then having the permission, and then thinking, do you think I'll be able to run across the, no, almost sort of like planning on walking across the bridge. But then, of course, I didn't know that it would be closed. And then arriving there, I was disappointed that I couldn't run across it that first day. But I thought there's so many other wonderful things here that I was happy, But then being able to do it at that last minute, that was just amazing. It was really, really lovely. And it will always be yeah, one of my best experiences, being in that park, because it's like a park for 2 days. It was so hot. It was incredibly hot. I was running across that bridge in my sort of Lizzie clothing with a blanket over me. It was like about 30 degrees heat. It was, yeah. But yes, it was amazing. I slowed it down so much so it would last for such a long time in the lookbook. But yeah, yes, glow heart, exactly. It is the colors of the film, the blanket. It's just it all came together. It just all came together. Karen, thank you for watching the videos all the way to the end. Yes, the Jewel of the Nile videos, they all have some Egypt footage at the end, just so that I could, let you enjoy everything that we saw as well, give you some, something to watch while you're crocheting. And also, yes, I had so much footage, and I didn't want to take away from the tutorial. So there are little pauses, of course, in between, but then at the end, there's always about a minute or 2 minutes of more footage of our holiday. Not the sort of holiday snaps type things, but the interesting sort of looking at the name of the week. So Esna had more of Esna Temple. Kom Ombo will have more of that temple. Things like that. So I hope you will enjoy enjoy that footage because I really, enjoyed putting it on there for you. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Oh, wow. Wonderful, Jackie. Wonderful. She's making the Lizzie blanket tonight. So, yes. So at the end of the last border video, so 6B, there will be 2-3 minutes of Layla shenanigans. So I thought you might enjoy seeing how Layla was helping me when I was filming the tutorials. Not. I thought, well, this has happened once too many now. So at the end of that tutorial, you will see obviously that I'm back to some sort of nothing or 1 or 2 crocheted rows, and she's there and she's playing with the yarn and she's being herself. So yeah, I've put all that footage on there so you could enjoy that as well. She was such a help. Yes, of course. Fabulous, Glow Heart. I'm sure you will enjoy the Lizzie blanket. Yeah, she wanted to lie on the blanket. Yeah. And I have edited a video today where she's in as well. So, she's here. She's the logo of the channel, but she's always here. Vinita, it doesn't matter if you're a little bit late. It's the enjoyment of it. Just like with being the perfection. Yes, I mean, you have to stay to your stitches and make sure it fits or whatever, but you've got to have the enjoyment of it. It's not just the quickness of it. You make sure that you enjoy your projects, and that's the main thing, because if you enjoy making them, then you can finish them. If you don't enjoy making it, then it's a chore to finish them, and that's not nice either. Yeah, Tanya. Yeah, well, that's fine. You can go to the Lizzie whenever you want because, of course, all my cows stay where they are forever, The videos will be on YouTube. The pattern will be on the blog. The pattern will be for sale on our website. And if we have the stock, if we can manage to have the stock, the packs will be in stock. So the moment if you want one of our packs, do go to the website, find the box that says notify me if it's out of stock, click it, leave your email, and then the moment that it puts in more stock, you will get an email. And if you then, because at the moment you need to react really quickly because people are waiting for stock, and we are ordering like 30 or 40 balls per color, but we're not getting that. So we are trying to up our stock. We're trying to make sure that we can make packs, but sometimes it's just 10 packs. So do try and have that notify me button so that when you do get the yarn, you can go straight there if you want the pack. Okay. And if you have had the mail and you can't buy it straight away, do the notify me again. That's the only way that you can stay notified of our stock levels at the moment. Okay, normally, like last year or at the end of the year, this would not have been the case, but it's something that we can't control. It's something that Starcraft can't control. It's nature. There you go. Okay, so we just take it into account. We do the best we can, and we keep ordering the yarn, and hopefully it will all start coming in really soon. No, I haven't talked about the shawl just yet, have I now? Oh my goodness, look at this shawl. So, yes, so the Lizzie, yeah. Oh wow, Wendy, that's fabulous. What kind of colors did he choose? Right, so we have new cards. We have the the shawl. The shawl. So when we went to Egypt, I made this and I took it, but I also wanted a desert shawl. You know me and the desert, right? I wanted the desert outfit like Joanna Lumley had, and I wanted a really nice shawl. Now, I didn't want any tassels on this because it's had to be very practical. It had to be large. It had to be cool. It had to be warm. It had to be covering up for shade, but it had to be covered enough to keep the wind out, because I was imagining dust storms. I've seen every film that takes place in the desert. Okay, I've seen Lawrence of Arabia like a gazillion times. My grandpa and myself, we watched this film. They used to play this every sort of winter in Belgium when I was a child, and we watched this every year. It was sort of one of those films that was always on repeat. And I remember many a Saturday afternoon, we didn't go for our walk because Lawrence of Arabia was on the television. And yeah, my grandpa, he was obsessed by things like that. So that was one of the things, on the camel in the desert. And yeah, going to Egypt and having that, you have such an imagination, Anya. I know, Tanya. But, that kind of image, it was one of the things, when I last year around this time when I decided that I would go to Egypt, all these things, all these memories started flooding back to me about the desert, about camels, about and being able to do that sort of like almost unplanned on the first proper day that we were there. My holiday was made. It was made already because I'd been on a camel in the desert looking at the pyramids. That was my thing. And the guys who took us with these camels along the pyramids, they knew I had to film. And they were stopping and they said, do you want to film here? Do you want to get off and film here? It's okay, we can do that. They took us to the quietest places so we could film. And oh my goodness, I have some lovely, lovely footage of just me in front of the pyramid with my shawl on the camel or whatever, So yes, it was a wonderful experience. And the great thing about this is that on Wednesday, you will get to see all of that. So some of this footage is really shaking because, of course, I'm on the camel. Oh, yes. So I've got this shawl. It's a lovely shawl. I have to say, I wore that shawl, I think, every day. It was with me every day. It was either around my shoulders like this, wearing it like this, but I could also put it on my head because, of course, sometimes you have to cover your hair. I could have it wrapped around like a shawl. So if it was a little bit cold, because sometimes we went somewhere in the evenings and it got a little bit cold, so I was wrapping it around my neck, all bunched up. I had it over my legs at one point. To just cover my legs because it was a little bit windy on that boat when we went. So yeah, it was lovely that I could use it for so many occasions. I wore it for my birthday with my birthday dress to go down for dinner. It was so multifunctional. Of course, I also took this, and did I take something else as well to wear? I can't remember now. But if you were to just take one thing on holiday, for instance, that would be great because it would do everything that you wanted it to do. Keep, like I said, keep you cool, keep you warm, protect you from the sun, from the wind. So it's a cotton shawl, so perfect for summer, but still it keeps you warm. So it's perfect for the evening, perfect for Yes, so the shawl is called Cleopatra because, of course, I had to have an Egyptian name. But yeah, desert shawl would be a good name for it as well. And although you might think it's sort of beige, the color is beige or sort of brown, I did question this color. I was making this in December and I was like, am I sure about this color? Because this is like, but I had this vision of myself in mind with my linen desert dress, right? Of standing in front of, and I have that brown outfit as well. That's what I was wearing with it as well. So next week I will wear my desert outfit and I will wear the shawl and you'll see it closer. Okay. You'll see it close up in the lookbook as well. And I had this vision of myself with my shawl in front of the pyramids and all the brown sand. And I thought, fingers crossed that this works out, because, you have a vision sometimes and sometimes you get there and it just like with the colors from the Jewels of the Nile Cal, of course, I had to choose those in advance. And, it doesn't make it easy to have to do this from a distance in advance. And then you get there and you're like, does this work? So when I had the little photo shoot in front of the pyramid with the guys and with the camels, I was so happy that it turned out exactly the way I wanted it to. So yes, it's the cotton yarn that I'm using is, of course, King Cole Cotton Soft. So it's an unmercerized cotton. It's not shiny. It's a lovely cotton to work with. It doesn't split, and it's really nice to wear as well. Keeps you cool, keeps you warm, whatever you need. But of course, this time, this one does not have any tassels because, of course, in the desert and all that, I didn't want. And also when you're traveling, sometimes it's just easier to to not have tassels. But I thought this was perfect without any there's not even a border around it. It's just the way it is, and I think it looks lovely. Yes, thank you, Solveig. Thank you. Thank you. Shanda says, I love seeing your travel videos and tutorials that go with them. Yes, I try to put some, some extra things in my tutorials. And if I can theme them with a location that we went to, for example, soon, of course, soon, we will be going to London for the meetup. And I have bribed my daughter to do some modeling for us. Proper bribe that was as well. Cost me a lot of money. Hi, Robin. Are you in the no tassel family? Well, I'm not talking to you anymore then. Yeah, it's tassel all the way here, except like this when it's practical reasons. Oh my goodness. Yes, Paula, let me just write that down because I want to tell you something as well that I shouldn't forget. Yes, so how did I bribe my daughter? Robin, yes, but the thing is, you see, it doesn't matter if they're caught. You can always replace them, and I don't get them caught. You have to be careful. So how did I bribe my daughter? So in how many days? It's getting close now. It's the 7th of May. On the weekend of the 20th and the 21st of May, we will be in London because, of course, we'll have the meetup on the Sunday on the 21st. But, of course, Dirk and I, if we have to drive up to London on the day itself, it's 4 hours drive. So that's too long. So we're going up the day before. And we are taking my daughter along with her boyfriend. And so I have made her some items. I have made her some wearables. So soon on the channel, there will be at least two videos. And I've asked her to model them because I've made them for her. And I have bribed her by buying her a dress that she can wear during the tutorial, during the lookbook, and during the filming, and then she'll wear it with the wearables that I have made. We will film it and then I'll bring it out sort of after that. So hopefully she'll let me bring the items back home so I can show you them here. And then I'll send them, once I've done that, when the tutorials come out, I'll send them back to her or give them back to her, whatever. But hopefully, if she just takes them with her, then I haven't got them to share. Okay, then I haven't got them to show, but never mind. We'll see how she, maybe I'll have to bribe her with some chocolate or a large meal somewhere, but that's what's happened. So I will show you the dress. Or maybe I'll show you her dress. Well, you'll see the dress in the lookbook, but I'll show you the dress next week or something like that, or the week before we go, so that you've seen the dress that I've bought her. It's a summer dress, so I have made a couple of wearables to go over the dress for her to wear during this summer, of course, and when she goes on holiday and things like that. And I have used this cotton here. So the cotton acrylic blend. So it's a 50-50 mix of cotton and acrylic. Yes, I mean, there's lots of things in the making. There's so much that you have to think about, like these things, where we're going to London. I want to make use of that. I am for myself as well. I will be filming some footage for 2 wearables myself as well. So maybe I should ask, what kind of locations in London would you like to see in the background of my video? Because I've been looking at things and I'm like, I want to go to like hidden places in London, but I think maybe people want to see the main attractions. Yes, Cafe. Yes, we do sell and ship to the US. Of course we do. We sell worldwide. If your country isn't on the list, we're always willing to try and work out how much the shipping would be, because sometimes it's really expensive, depending on exactly which country it is. But yes, please do go and have a look. We do sell ship worldwide. Yes, there is, and there is a church as well. St. Dunstan in the East, I think it is. Wait, hang on a minute. St. Dunstan in the East. Apparently that's a derelict church, and it's got gardens and stuff, and it's completely overgrown, and people go there, and you can, there's loads of pictures. People take pictures there and footage. So that's where I want to go. But then also there's something at Victoria Embankment, a really nice little sort of place there. So yeah, what would you like to see? So let me know in the Facebook group, or something like that, what you would like to see in the background. So you've got 4 possibilities there. So there'll be 4 future lookbooks, hopefully future tutorials, 4 items that are going to be filmed in London while we're there. So it's going to be very busy, I can tell you now. And yeah. What would you like to see? What would you like to see? Buckingham Palace, yes, of course. And yes, so what I wanted to tell you was that yesterday we did watch the Coronation. Oh my goodness, I sat here, I had the sofa all set up with blankets and cushions and the computer, and I had lots of crochet to do, but I also had some tasseling to do. And you know that last week I told you about how my grandma and grandpa did their tasseling days, and they had like, you know, a day where it was like arranged, this is when we're going to make the tassels. And if on a day like that, I would sort of like say to my mum, oh, let's go next door to my grandma and grandpa, she, you know, we would say, oh, no, hang on a minute, they're doing tassels, you cannot go and disturb them, right? So, and it was a big thing, right? So Pepe used to, you know, my grandpa, he used to cut the yarn. He used to put them together in so many strands, and we would put them on, you know. So yesterday, Dirk and I had a tassel moment. So during the coronation, all of a sudden I thought, hang on a minute, I'm sitting here, he's sitting there, we're watching, we're going to make tassels. Because if I have to put tassels on myself, it's a long job. So I got the yarn out, I got the thing, and I rolled it round, cut them all off, gave Dilek a pack, and I had a whole wodge of strands. Dilek had some as well. He started counting them, and I'm like, you've got to do it like this, you know, they've all got to be at the same level, and, you know, put them ready. And I was putting them on, and oh my goodness, working together, it took, I think, less than an hour to put the tassels on a poncho. Oh, I've said it now. Well, you know it's going to be a poncho, don't you? I mean, but yeah, so it was so nice. Yes, tassels in the coronation. Yes, it was so nice for us to do that together. And I had this, at one point, I had this moment of like, you know, this is what Morgan and Pepe did as well. You know, they were acting, you know, together, doing it together, putting the tassels on. Oh my goodness. So yes, it was lovely to do that. And yeah, it sort of took me back to sort of, you know, when you sort of go and see your grandparents and they're doing that. And yeah, lovely, just lovely. Hi, Christy. I'm so glad you're here. No worries that we didn't meet up. It's much more important that you spend time with your mum. Christy is, you live in California, I think, don't you? And she is visiting her mum at the moment because she's not well. So we wanted to try and meet up, but it just didn't happen. But that's okay, because, you know, family comes first. You need to spend time with your mum. So I hope you will have a good journey back tomorrow and the day after. But yeah, all the best for your mum, though. Okay. So also, after the coronation, Dirk and I started gardening. Oh, actually, I did some cleaning. I was like, what am I doing? So I did some cleaning. Then with that cleaning, I thought, oh, I'll just chuck out, because I've got some plants at the back there outside in pots and they're all died. So I thought, oh, I'll just chuck out whatever is in there. And I was doing that, and then Dirk came back. Where did he go? He had to go into town for something. He came back and he said, why don't I start doing the weeds? Because our weeds were like, you know, very high. And we weeded the back garden and the front garden. Oh my goodness. It was, yeah. So not only did we do the tassels together, we did some gardening together. We had a late lunch. So we were sort of, you know, doing all the gardening until about 7 o'clock. And yeah, then we had a late-ish dinner, and we had a lovely day. We really did. I still did a lot of crochet, because of course I sat there watching the coronation until about 2:30. So all that time I was crocheting, and then we did the tassels, but then after that I was crocheting again. So I did, oh yes, Carnaby Street. Yeah. Yes, Dirk does go shopping. Dirk go shopping for food. I have no time to go shopping for food. But we just live, like, we walk to a large shop, we walk to Marks and Spencer's, so it's easy to go and get bread there. It's like 2-3 minutes walk, so it's not, it's not like you have to get into the car. So what did we say here? So Buckingham Palace. And then somebody said Carnaby Street. The church. I know, Eileen, even I don't know how I fit it all in, but it's multitasking most of the time. Most of the time. When like earlier, when my computer was rendering the video, I went to the kitchen, made the pancake batter, then came back, and then the picture, the video was rendered. Kensington Gardens. Julie says, yeah, I'm not. Parks is a park. It's grass. You can't really tell what park it is. So you need to. Is there a Tiffany? I'm sure there's a Tiffany's in London, but it's not as iconic as the one in New York. So we're going to go for like really obvious places. Big Ben, yeah. I mean, I'm sure once we. Do you know what I mean? Once we are there. Trafalgar Square, yeah. I mean, yeah, all the like tower. Yes, Baker Street. I looked at that, William, but the problem is, you're not allowed to film in there. So I don't know how they do the outside, and it's not that sort of. But yeah, you're not allowed to film in there, so you have to pay entrance, and you're not allowed because obviously it's otherwise everybody would be paying, would be filming there. Yeah, Harrods, something. Yeah, the Eye, Tower Bridge. Do you know, I think what we should do, because, yeah, Harrods, yeah. See, the thing is, if we have to do all this and we go, by underground, the traveling to and fro to all these places is going to take much more time than actually the filming. So I'm thinking, what if we go on those one hop on, hop off? Yeah. So the hop on, hop off, hop on, hop off. Why is it so difficult for me to say that? Bus. If we get on one of those buses, the minute we see something nice, we get off, film, then we get back on the next bus. I think that could be a good way to do it, because otherwise we're going to be, the double-decker bus, and the telephone box and things like that, yeah. Yeah, all so all the iconic things, really. I mean, Vinita, I once went to an Indian shop. This is a long time ago. It wasn't in the center of London. I can't remember where it was. I'll have to think about that. And with an Indian friend from Reading. So she took me and we went spice shopping. Oh my goodness. I came home with bags, not just, when we buy curry powder, it's in the little glass things. I came back with a bag of like 5 kilos of curry powder. I had like a whole kilo, and that's a lot, of dried chilies. It was like a bag this big. It was amazing, Vinita. It really was. And I crafted with those chilies. I wasn't going to eat them. I just made like a wreath of chilies. It was lovely. But yeah. Yeah, Shepherd's. No, it was not Shepherd's Bush. Where was it? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, Camden Market would be nice. Yeah, Natural History. Oh, there's so many places, isn't there? Yeah, with a yeah, I could walk past one of those beefeater people, guards. Liberties. Yeah. The VNA, yeah, and oh my goodness. So many possibilities. Southall. Was it Southall? I can't remember. Yeah, I'll have to try and think of how I can remember where that was, but yeah. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, that was just for me that I bought that for crafting and my curry powder that I use. But then my friend, obviously, who cooks Indian all the time, she had, oh my goodness, the things that she bought was amazing. I was only there for helping her carry stuff, basically. Um, oh, okay. Beefy 409. That's someone on 4. I have 4 projects to film. I have been busy. I have been very busy. I think 3 of them, I have the tutorials ready. One of them, I still have to do the tutorial, but I only started that this week, and I finished it this week, today. Well, I still have to assemble, but assembly is easy. So, hey, I am, I had time yesterday to crochet. Oh, Jan, I did not ignore you. I've been reading all about you because the thing is, Jan, you didn't even know that we were doing a meetup in London, UK. You thought it was somewhere near you. I have not ignored you. I have read your comments. I can do 2 things at the same time. Oh yes, Wendy Clark. Yeah, we are going to Chinatown. That's we are taking Rachel and her boyfriend, and another friend is joining us as well. We are taking them to Chinatown because that's what Dirk and I do. We go to London every so often. First thing we do, first evening meal, Chinatown. There is no other possibility. Ja, Loes, I know. Wel, dat is het. Ik werk, ik haak, maar er wordt niet gekaast en niet getannierd. Dirk die gaat inkopen doen. Ik kook af en toe, hij kookt af en toe. Anders halen we meenemen. Ja. Yes, so crispy duck, yeah, crispy duck pancakes. Oh my goodness, last time we arrived in the evening. We went straight to the Chinese. We ordered the strangest things. He looked at us like, are you sure? Because I said, no, all I want is half duck, loads of pancakes, and all the condiments. And that's what I want. And that's what I want for my main as well. So don't worry. And Dirk was like, oh yeah. Oh, do you, Sean? Is that how you pronounce? No, that's not how you pronounce it, is it? I've forgotten. Sean Perry. Parry, is that how you pronounce it? You live around the corner from Abbey Road. Oh my goodness, we'll have to meet up. Are you coming to the meetup? Yeah. Oh, Vanita, that would be a dream. That would be a dream. Yeah. Much better. Zebra crossing. Yeah, it's a pelican crossing here, isn't it? They call it pelican crossing. I know I'll require a fortnight. That's why, but multitasking. So my daughter's coming with us in the so we're driving halfway up, I think, to where my daughter lives. Then we will take the train from there. She will have a suitcase to carry. Her boyfriend will have a suitcase to carry, because we are bringing all those goodie bags, remember. So we'll have our own suitcases. Then we will go to the hotel, drop everything off. Then we will go and do some filming, have something to eat in between. And then after more filming and more filming, we will end up somewhere in Chinatown. We can film there. We can film walking through Chinatown, going into a restaurant. Why not just film what we're doing? Multitasking. And then, of course, oh, hi, Benedict. Hi. And then, of course, oh, yes, of course you are there. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm getting confused. And then, of course, we'll be ready for the Sunday. We could do some filming there, sort of before the event starts. With one of my items. You never know, it might be an interesting place where we are. I'm sure it is, because it's along the Thames, so we might be able to, do that. Thank you, well, Stephanie. Thank you, well. I do work in advance. So I made my Jewels of the Nile in November, you see. So while it seems that you're now making it, I'm not making it. So I'm way in front. I'm now already thinking of the next Cal and the next thing that we're going to do. So that's how it works. The moderators are there with you for, of course, answering any questions, as I am, of course. But at the moment, I'm not making the Cal. So that's what gives me the opportunity to make other things. And that's how I can keep you busy. So what was I saying? Yes. And so hopefully we'll be able to film something there. But also, Dirk and I have 2 more days in London as well, because we just wanted to, so we can do a bit more filming, just the 2 of us. Okay, so I hope, let me go back to my list because it's important. So on Wednesday, there will be the lookbook for the shawl. On Friday, we will have week 4 for the cowl. So if you have not yet used your bigger hook, this week might be the week where you could possibly need it. So do keep an eye on how wide your blanket is, because this week was a little bit difficult where it did go in a little bit. So we did make sure that there are enough stitches there for it not to go in, but should it go in, a bigger hook size will help. So do keep that in mind. All the instructions are in the videos and also in the pattern. So make sure you, read all that and take all that into account. So yeah, week 4, it's quite an interesting stitch. The girls, I call them the girls, the moderators, really loved doing that one. So it's a little bit different from the ones that we've been doing up to now, but I hope you will enjoy it. So I hope you will have a lovely week. I am going to be doing some more preparation for London, and yeah, have a look at our new at our new yarn pack, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone. Yeah, you can't just walk past these places, can you? Exactly. So I'll just wear the wearables and we'll just film. We'll just do a vlog, a London vlog. Bye, everyone. Bye.